always abound. Old soul stories in rust and gold. Every piece got a tale untold. Oh, it's a wild ride, come and see. Auction nights and history with Steph in charge. It's all good vibes, a little surprise in every find. Where the past and future shine. Dig a little deeper, stand up strong. This is a place where you belong. Out in the woods or live online. Steph's got the magic, it's auction time. From old school vinyls to vintage clothing and home goods, it's all about the memories. Dragonflies dance as the sunflowers sway, sprinkling gold in the Kansas way. Rolling treetops hum with the breeze, through the Flint Hills wild and free. Through storms and dust we rise again, built on heart, built on wind. Stronger than the trials we've seen, we stand with hope, we chase our dreams. Mr. Stephanie behind his shades, fedora low, but the plans are made. Silent moves, but sharp and wise. Got that hustle in his eyes. Red clay roads beneath my feet, dusty trails where past and future meet. Through the hills where the tall grass waves, every turn holds a story saved. Of a place where hearts ignite. Join the tribe, find your spark. The future's looking bright tonight. Dragonflies sprinkling sunflowers with the Kansas winds.
How seamless was that? Hey y'all, welcome in, welcome in. I am multitasking behind the screen. So before we get started all the way, I've got a couple of little announcements, some housekeeping, because Steph, I think, screwed up. Still working on transferring sales areas, and I found 2 items. One I think probably should have went in someone's package a while ago, and if I see them, because I'm pretty sure I know who it is, if they come in, I will do that. But first things first, y'all. I'm gonna go up and chat. I wrote the numbers with Siri's help, so we'll get those written down here in a minute. First in chat is Jessica. She was here just in that hour-ish window. So, Jessica, you got that one. And she shared out, so you get 2 today. For sure, right? We're not counting the comments. I mean, we are. But I'm using Studio to keep track of all of that.
Hi, Maritza. Hi, Subi.
And then Kraken Mary shared us out, y'all. That is a simple way. And I got a new jar. The old one I buried. I didn't think about it until I buried it. So it's back behind Marty's corner. That's the shelf right here. So trust me, there's way more than this. I didn't feel like digging it out before the show, y'all. So, we got some new stuff. We got some old stuff. Mr. Steph is dropping links. Anyone with a wrench, not everyone has one, but anyone with a wrench can drop links if you'd like. Mr. Stuff's on top of it. Matter of fact, I asked him if he could shake my nutrition shake and open it because we were like T-minus 30 seconds from coming on. And he's like, I'm busy in the chat, right? And I'm like, yeah, thank you. So how's y'all's weekend going? Let me grab that link, because if not, I'll lose the marker, right? Welcome in. We got a slew of stuff. I don't know why that's not. We'll deal with it later. Let's see. 4/27. Y'all, April's almost gone. How is that even possible?
Flying by.
Like, it feels like it's going faster than last year, but maybe that's just me. All right. So.
There's Robin.
Robin. I got a question for you, girl. I know. You just came in the door and I'm already hitting you up, but I think I screwed up. And because I didn't have time to go back in invoices and be sure, and no time for email, I just figured if you came in, I'd ask you. So let me get these written down, y'all. It's hard for me to talk and write at the same time, I think, before all the chaosness in my life. I think I was able to do it, right? So let me get the numbers for today's drawings. We're going to do $5 in sunflower bucks that can be used either in today's or in your next invoice, as long as it's something you purchase in the week. Hey Craig, welcome in. Hey Nana, hey Maritza. I have not even got up in chat, y'all. I apologize, because if y'all get me on another platform, I've been going. My mama's tribe be asking me if all I do is drive anymore, and I'm like, maybe. All right, so we're gonna do so. I haven't marked any of them, just the dates on them, y'all. We're just gonna do it random.
Hi, Craig.
Hey.
You already told him hi.
Yeah, I'm looking at StreamYard, and you're in regular too, so I forget. How can you forget the lag, right? All right, so first things first, if you had a package from last week going out, if you paid, I didn't check PayPal. I had one that hadn't paid. I'm not worried. They have a busy life just like us, so I'm not even worried about it. But everybody else, for sure, your packages are ready to go, and they will go out tomorrow. I have one I have not put a label on yet, and she knows it already. She hasn't got a notification yet. She will, though. The reason for that is because there's still room in the box. Mr. Staff, yeah, I almost screwed that one up. Mr. Staff's like, Staff, it's okay. You got this. And I'm like, dude, the box isn't full. So that's just me. Let's see. All right, Robin, I am gonna make you dig in the back of your head somewhere. Why in the world is that even coming on? Sorry, y'all. My device is misbehaving like really bad. Like, it needs to go to timeout. Bad. That was bad. We ain't never gonna discuss where that went. All right. Let's get where I have another device on mine. I'm not sure why that popped up there.
So Robin's listening.
So Robin, I need to know, when you purchased the copper from me, the Mexican mined copper, did it arrive in your package? I'm hoping it did. Even if it didn't, you've already got other stuff with me. I don't mind tossing it in. That's not even a big deal. It's just, it's bugging me because
She has it. So there's where the third
all
one
right.
is.
So that's where the
We
third
were
one.
in the sales area out in the kitchen trying to work on bringing some stuff back here. And she run across two of them and she's like, did we mess up?
I knew I either sold one or sold two, but I only have two here. So these are the ones. Yeah, legit, y'all. It wasn't to bring any real attention other than the fact that we can do it in real time. And I ain't gonna sit there and use my thumbs, right? So, all right, what was the other announcement? Oh, packages. Packages are leaving tomorrow. They probably will not scan until the afternoon. I did have one box that was a bonus box that was supposed to send last week's shipment. It's going out in this week's shipment. It somehow got overlooked in the vehicle. So, again, it was a bonus one, but that's not the point because this is screwing me up because now it's in my history. Let me see. Sorry, y'all. Removed from watch history. Thank you. I don't even know why that was there, but that was like a bad trip waiting to happen. So, with that said, let's see where we were. 11 minutes in. Here in about 9, we're going to do the $5 giveaway for Sunflower Bucks. Sorry, y'all. Talking and I don't even know if this is really hormones at this point. What? It does no good to ask the people I descend from because they just had simple, by their own accord, had simple. Me, I have brain fog. I've got everything. All right. I think we're about ready to go, y'all. Sorry about this. Let's see.
I don't know. What are you into, Craig?
Whoa.
I haven't found shirts or anything for you yet.
No,
we found shirts.
We've got to own this. We did find a shirt and a really sweet shirt. And that would have been a really nice haul. But either I was just hormonal, not in the mood, or really it would have got to anybody.
No, I think the person just didn't want to do their job that day and come up with an
excuse. The store in JC said none of them have went backlash yet. So I did find a shirt. I left it at the store along with about $200 my cost in merchandise because I wasn't playing their game the other day. So we're still looking. Let's see. You might. I do have a few guy things, but I don't know what you like because you're new to me, Craig. Right? We catch each other, I think, in Nana Tinks. But I do have some guy stuff. I got this duct tape book too. It's supposed to be jokes and all of that.
I think you froze.
Did I freeze?
Like on my device, you froze solid.
That's weird. We'll see. I gotta turn direction so I can see on my other device, y'all.
Wonder if our internet just went out.
It shouldn't have. My other device has me moving, so maybe it's your device.
Maybe it is. But yours is still frozen?
No, I just froze.
Oh.
Woo.
There it goes.
Mr. Steph, we are not frozen.
There we go.
Alright, so we got that, Craig. Let's see. We got Duck Dynasty. Got him today. I think he's supposed to be Willie. I do have some Coca-Cola stuff. Let's see. What else? We'll just have to unbury it because I got some ugly. I think it's ugly to me. I mean, it's so ugly it's cute. Craig.
NASCAR items?
No, he did not just ask for NASCAR. Dude, I just left a whole shelf.
Yeah, literally a whole shelf at the place we were sourcing a couple hours ago.
Oh,
Let's see here. Give me a minute.
All right, Mr. Steph's gonna go dig in his NASCAR stuff. Hey, my sales area. Can't miss it.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I guess I could do
Yeah, you can't miss it. I know there's more than that, Craig. My brain is not functioning. I totally buried this stuff today. If you like Yoshi, that's who he is, right? I got a green one. I got a pink one. Oh, dude, we did not bring those in. Hey, you didn't bring my vintage stuff in. The big stuff.
What, the stuff we got today?
Yeah, the stuff.
Yeah, it's in the room.
Dude, am I really that blind?
All right, so.
All right, I've got it tilted so no one will see you. All right, Craig. Mr. Steph just pulled this. This is Indianapolis 500. It is 90s, I believe. Let me get you a real. Back then, it was 25. I know there's a year on this. Mr. Steph, why don't you look at this for me really quick?
Give me a second. I got to get.
I know there's a year. I want to say it's before 99. And then there's this shirt. I mean, you could cover your legs with it, right? You cover your knees with it.
So, Crack and Mary's already asking about your basket.
The sewing basket? That basket?
94.
94 is what's on this, Craig. We'll show it.
And the shirt is vintage.
The shirt is vintage. It's got one set of threads. That's how we were told. But past that, I can assure you, it's vintage. So we could definitely bring that here in a bit. Sue B asked about the basket. I'm gonna guess.
Well, so did Crack and Mary.
And then I know Kathy's here too, right? Yeah, she was in the beginning of the show. So without the contents, it's a $15 start bid.
With the contents.
With the contents, what's in there right this second is a $24 starting bid. Yes, I remembered you, Kathy. So we could, darn it. We could start with showing that for sure first, if y'all want. Let's get the $5 sunflower bucks. They're not marked, so I actually don't know how close anyone's going to be because they're just random Siri generated. And we're going to do some.
So hold on, Crack and Mary, and we'll do our drawing for the sunflower bucks.
Mm-hmm.
So anyone that hasn't dropped a number between 1 and 125, go ahead and drop one now.
This is going to be for your sunflower bucks, y'all. And it doesn't matter if, I invoice you weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly. You're good to go for the sunflower bucks. And y'all, we've got somewhere around 160 followers. I've got to generate. My hands are killing me. Okay. So share the page with somebody, because I'm telling you, when we hit 4, we're going to celebrate. When we hit 5, we're really going to celebrate. But past that, today we're going to give sunflower bucks away. And then our first item, Mr. Stuff, is going to be for that. It's definitely going to be a contender, regardless if they choose just the basket or the contents in the basket. All right, y'all. You know how this works. About 20 seconds. If you didn't get your number in, you got to put it in, because Mr. Stuff is pretty fast with his thumbs. Oh, you were checking out numbers. Yeah, because not everything, especially today's items, I did not have time to list. Alright, Mr. Stuff put in stop signs, or in this case, sunflowers. So your number is 50. Remember, if no one comes in on 50, we go with the number immediately above. If there's no one above, then we go with the one immediately below. And there was no one at 50.
58's the closest one with Subi.
Subi, you are this evening's Sunflower Bucks winner.
Congrats, Subi.
Congrats, Subi. If anyone catches the replay later, of course, Mr. Stuff's pretty special. Sorry, I'm in a mood, y'all. I really am. And I've got my toad over here sliding because, you know, that's how it's rolling. Alright, so Subi, 50. Y'all, give me a minute.
That's out.
My neighbors may wear combat boots. But this mama, yeah, give me a minute.
Not very often.
It's not very often, but we have new neighbors, so they might just need introduced to what we do.
All right, so I'm going to come around and mute real quick, guys, so we don't end up with a copyright strike. Since, you know, they're playing actual music and I can actually hear it on my earbud.
So it's not our new neighbors, it's the ones over there working on those properties. So,
you're going to end up with a copyright strike.
I will deal with copyright strike. Nothing I can do. You want it? Do you got a 6-pack of beer? You could go get one and ask them to turn it down. No.
No, I'm going to go ask nicely for them to turn it down.
All right.
And then if they continue, then I'll just call 911 and have an
All
officer
right.
come tell me.
All right, Mr. Stuff, be nice. Yeah, we live in a village, which means we still have laws and stuff. But getting someone out here could be crazy sometimes. There are actually several properties, but they sound like they're right outside the window. So I'll let Mr. Stuff go rain on their parade and ask them to turn it down. Because if not, someone else will. Let's do another giveaway while we wait for Mr. Stuff. You know what? Typically I don't do this, but hey, let's have fun. We're going to give a second set of Sunflower Bucks away. I'm just hoping he behaves. Right? Not that he misbehaves, but Sunflower Bucks. We're going to do a second thing of Sunflower Bucks, Mr. Stuff. Did it make it all the way, or?
They can't speak a word of English.
I know, which is why I didn't go over there. The only thing I know is bad words, and that would get us in trouble. So, we're going to go ahead and roll with another. It doesn't matter, you won't get nothing. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not worried about. I've only had one video end up just taking off because I used non-copyright music, but they fought it, and I'm like, you know, it was just a short. So the next number is 2727.
You said that's for another $5?
Yeah, another $5.
That one is Maritza had 38. There's nothing between 27 and 38.
All right, so this one is going to Maritza. Congrats, Maritza. You got it, girl. Alright. Hey. Someone got the memo. Turned it off.
Well, I turned around after they wouldn't speak English to me and watched two soldiers walk over in full uniform.
Which is why we don't film outside our location. Alright. Alright, first things first, before we get started with this is what we're going to show. But I got to go up and check because I feel like I'm missing something. So we're going to do it really quick. It just jumped on me. Let me make sure. Yep, I froze.
Yeah.
Yep, I froze. Let me make sure this is in. It's in.
Yeah.
Alright, now I'm going again. That's weird. Still fighting with the internet issues.
Well, I think next month I'm just changing internet providers and the cable company can take it.
Mr. Steph, I got a question. I wasn't up when you woke up this morning.
Huh.
Did you wake up and choose angry? All right.
So, Craig,
welcome.
I will have a bunch of Steins, but it will be after I've got a chance to go through a storage unit in South Central Kansas. I've got boxes and boxes of different Steins.
You have
milk glass.
You have milk glass Steins. You have a lot of German Steins. He used to collect Stein. He's actually got one that's, is it 2 or 2.5 feet tall?
2.5 feet tall. That one won't be for sale. And then NASCAR stuff. I have a whole box of NASCAR stuff that I had displayed in a house, and it just all got to be cleaned up. I just can't get to it right now. So we will have a bunch of NASCAR in the next, month or so here.
Yeah, I would say probably this time, somewhere around this time next month, because we're going to go crack open that storage unit. We're going to have to cut the locks. So it requires getting new locks because of where it's at. We got to get the expensive ones.
Well, I use that paddle lock that came with the storage unit here.
Yeah.
Because the key ain't going to be down there for it. So.
No. Welcome in, Kathy. Let's see. And Nana, welcome in. Some of y'all welcomed in. I'm just wanting to make sure I didn't overlook anyone. Subi, welcome in. It's like a treadmill running. Maritza, welcome in. I don't think I missed anyone. Robin, welcome in. Yeah, every year goes faster. It's crazy. All right, and then Craig, welcome in. So I think I covered everybody. Y'all know or are getting to know. I don't like anyone feeling ignored. So, all right. So we're gonna do this. Who was in first?
So
I just went all the way to the bottom.
Kraken Mary has a $15 bid in on it.
All right. So Kraken Mary,
and it's S303.
Is at 15 for this. So it's 15 without all this. So I'm going to pull this out so y'all can see. I'm trying to think. I'm looking for a container where stuff won't fall out. All my stuff has slits in it. So, hey, we'll do this because I bought one of these today. All right. So... there's 7 or 8 of those.
And we're up to 25 with Kathy for the box and all the stuff inside.
Peacocks, brass pins, 25 cents. So there's your... darn it, I left it in there. I do have one of those, what is it, a tomato? Darn it, I knew I was forgetting something. The pin cushion. You got some of this. Here is, y'all can just keep bidding. Yep. So these, it's not showing, but it says darners. There is none. Involved your yarn. I don't think there is any of that either. No, I don't see any of that. And then sharps. And the sharps are those. Right? I have no idea what this is, other than maybe hit something in frustration. Like maybe a sewing machine. It looks like it was a tool of some sort. Then you got this, and this is cool. This
So you had
is...
to have carried it back.
Yeah, it's almost got to be back here. Oh! There was a sticky thing in there. An ouchie. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, I need to move that one out. Let me see if I can figure
Whatever
it out.
you were showing, Nana says is a darning tool.
Oh, she must be talking that. A darning tool. Okay. I figured it should stay in there, so. I'm trying to get this needle out. I don't see where it's coming in at, but it stabbed me. Anyways, you get one of those, and it's U.S. Patent 4679716. Says needle organizer. I will do my best. There's paper in there. It tells you about this gadget, but there is a sharp right there. It's in there. So I'll try to get that out before I package it, whether it's being shipped or delivered locally. This is cool. This is cool, y'all. Oh, I hit a button. Hopefully I didn't mess something up.
No, you're still going.
So you get that. Here's an old time, right? I really consider pulling this. This is old vintage, and I'd almost be willing to bet it's older than that. You know, being able to touch materials, seeing it, all that, it does make a huge difference. But I chose to keep it with it. So you get that. It's still usable, but it's old. So then you have this, I guess it's a paper one. It says the money saving stain stopper. And it's for men's slacks. So you get that. You get these, I thought these came from Kmart, but I don't see. They were $1 back in the day. It says any four for $1. Come on. So that's been a hot minute.
Find, needles for $1 now.
This one's Kmart. It's marked 43 cents. Sizes 5 to 10 sharps. Still sealed. I do have more stuff to put in this. It wouldn't be contained in here. But I've hid it for myself. So whoever gets this, if you want all the contents, I can add another one, or I can hold on to that stuff. But you've got, let's see, 3 of these, just different colors. Well, 2 of them are the same color. Oh, I just dropped one. And then you've got 2, 4, 6, 8, because I just dropped one. 8 of the smaller bobbins. Okay, let me find it. Boop.
You're betting 1,000 right now.
I'm batting 1,000. Aren't you glad it didn't start with glass? So, the one thing I will tell any of y'all, if you're not familiar with vintage thread, is you're going to test it out if you're really going to use it, okay? Because if you sew and all that stuff, you are not going to use vintage thread unless you've got a project going on. Or you're familiar with the integrity of the string, because the string does, age. So I'm just winding this up. I'm probably taking too long, but hey. So there's that. I will do my best to get that needle. I'm guessing it's a needle out of there, but the paperwork's with it. Let me see if I can get it from this side. I got it on that side. Original paperwork for that. I don't have the box for it, but I do have the original paperwork. And it comes from Davy with an IE, not a Y, Florida. End cushion, pre-thread your needles in advance. So, pretty cool.
So our high bid right now is $25 to Kathy for everything that's in the box and the box.
All right, let's go ahead and start counting it down. And Kathy, I will let you know, most of this was sourced here in the Flint Hills. So, let me get these pieces.
And we're the last call to Kathy. And
thank you, everyone, for your bids. Like, seriously. I don't come across a whole lot of sewing baskets that are still in my approval range for condition. To be able to, to bring to resale or anything like that. But I'll keep my eyes out because it is yard sale season.
yes, it is.
Oh, I missed one. So I'll get that one in as well. Now, Kathy, my only request to you is if this fits in that antique piece, you got to take a picture and send it. I still haven't posted that on our community page of a rabbit. All right, I got to pick up devices. I dropped them.
You were handing the basket.
There's the basket. Oh, anyone catching the replay? If you only had one item with me over the course of the last 2 weeks, FYI, this, unless we have something already arranged, at the end of the sales week, you're going to be billed with shipping for it. So, y'all, our mystery boxes, this is the size. I know it looks giant, right? It's only a 6x6. So, those are going to be what we do. That's why we're collecting names. All right, let's see. Mr. Steph, what should we start with? We did the sewing stuff.
NASCAR.
Let's do NASCAR. Why don't you sell your NASCAR?
I don't even know where to start that. I don't even know what we got in it.
So, I purchased that from Gina's Forget Me Nots. I think it's her channel. We bought it on a Hump Day auction. I think her first time back selling, because she had life happening. That was part of that mega lot of stuff I got from her. So I would say started at maybe 12.
Okay.
That may be cost of goods, right?
Yeah, but we've been holding it forever.
But we've been holding it forever.
It was gotten because of me having my collection, and then I kind of decided I don't display it. It just sits in a box.
Right. So.
All right. So it's in chat.
So, Mr. Steph, without disclosing a lot of details, can I move that way?
Well, yeah, it's just the box on the bottom.
Okay.
So.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So where'd you put the NASCAR stuff?
Up here with Yoshi. The Yoshis.
Okay. So the first thing in this lot is the Coca-Cola commemorative bottle. It does have the paperwork and the package. It is a 1994. It does show the date down there. There was the original price on it. It's for the Indianapolis 500. I have gotten to see that track. We actually toured it and everything. It was really cool.
Yeah, it was before you and I got together.
Yep. Yeah, we went and did a demolition derby over in Indiana, and then we went to Indianapolis and went and ate at one of the original Hooters, and I went and toured the track. It was kind of cool. It's a fun trip. but there's no damage to the bottle. The package does have some yellowing to the plastic just per age. And then the second item in here is a vintage t-shirt that is the Coca-Cola 200 at the DeSoto Speedway in Florida. It is vintage. It has on the sleeve, it is only single stitch, not double. So it is a vintage tee all the way, not just the stuff printed on it.
And it was worn.
And I'm sure it was worn. I mean, most
more
vintage,
more than a handful of times, just with the condition of the
it's
bag.
the idea of being able to just have it displayed. That's all I was going to do with it. But it's a starting bid of $12 if anyone's interested, and Craig's in for $12.
It would make a good nightshirt, just saying. It's that soft.
Yeah, it's a soft shirt. So Craig's in for $12.
Looking for 13.
Looking for 13 or more, and you get the shirt and the commemorative Coca-Cola bottle.
And y'all know how this works from last week. As soon as someone jumps in, unless we need to take it slower.
What size is the shirt? It's not going to fit you, Craig, for the...
Well, I'm sure he knows that.
I want to say it's either a medium or a large, but I'll tell you in a second. Well, the tag is washed enough that you can't see. I would say it's a medium because it would fit decently tight on me, and I'm in between a medium and a large. So
here, let me see. Between a medium and a large.
So, all right. Well, thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Craig. All right.
And like I said, we'll dig out more of our NASCAR stuff and everything.
I gotta move this antique lamp. That was a suck. Just a second.
Right. So, what are you doing? $1 on this or $2?
And do start bid of $2. It's funny jokes. I don't know past that. It's a guy's book.
305. Now I'm knocking everything off.
That's okay. You give me something to do between shows.
305.
Besides driving.
Duct tape book. Starting bid is $2. All right. So it's Real Stories Duct Tape Part 2.
All right, Mr. Stuff. I'm on your side, which makes me feel like I'm in a foreign land.
So the copyright's 1995. It is, nice and crisp. It hasn't been folded all the way open.
I know that was, but is this her container?
It's Subi's.
I know it's Subi's.
Okay, yeah.
But is this her container?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Tell a joke.
Well,
I think it's a joke book.
All right. So it's got a disclaimer by the authors. This is our first book, or this is our second book, just like the first book. It contains humor. So they're warning you it's going to be funny jokes and maybe, a little more Shrek humor. After mechanics failed to find anything wrong with his car, LP of Indianapolis, Indiana, covered up that annoying check engine light with a strip of duct tape.
Excuse me for a second.
Just kind of a neat book. EC of Denver, Colorado, lined his leaky gutters with duct tape, and they haven't allowed seepage since. I'm just kind of flipping through and just reading an excerpt here or there. It's just kind of a funny duct tape book. But starting bid of $2. If anyone's interested, just go ahead.
Hey, it's me, Angie's in. Welcome in, Angie.
Hi, Angie. All right, I think it's going to be a pass. All right.
All right, show Willie, and then you can go.
All right.
back to your side because I know you don't like being on this side of the screen.
Well, I don't mind being on this side of the screen, but it's harder, you know. And Craig's in for 2 for the duct tape book.
Just mark it sold. I'll stick it in his box. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Craig. All right, and then the other one, I'm pretty sure it's Willie from Duck Dynasty. It's still new on tag. He doesn't work anymore. I'm sure he just needs batteries probably put in him. But he's supposed to make noise or say something.
We'll have to start him at 6.
We're going to start him at 6.
I can't go in.
Yes.
I kind of paid up for him.
306. All right. Start bid is $6 on this little guy. He has a soft plushie. He's got, you know, the long beard that folds up. You know, it's not so down to his body, so it actually is like a beard. He's got the headband, the red headband. Like I said, new in box plush. He probably needs a battery. You didn't really like that show? I did to a point. I mean, I was using their Duck Commander calls years before the show ever come out.
I liked it the first couple seasons.
Yeah, I liked it the first couple of seasons. It's kind of like a lot of those shows when you get 5-6 seasons in, it starts getting kind of monotonous, and you're going, you guys are just here basically for money. But all right, if no one's interested, we can pass on this.
Well, when it felt like they were going in the line of like the Kardashians, that's kind of where I
Right.
lost interest. All right.
All
All right. Yeah, just put Willie over there. I'll stick him with the other Duck Dynasty stuff.
Down on
Oh,
page.
sorry. I didn't.
That's why I was like trying to get over here.
Sorry, Mr. Stuff. We're going to slow down.
You buried me.
I did bury you. Well, I only buried your seat. Yeah, I guess I like being on this side of the screen. All right, so these were just go ahead. I'm just talking.
Okay. You're good. Go ahead.
Okay.
You're good. I just didn't want you trying to sell them when I'm trying
just
to get stuff wrote down.
explaining what they are, and they still have their tags on them. Okay, they were distributed by Dollar General. This one's cats. These are bigger mugs. Let me see if I can find one of my smaller mugs. All right, so this is a regular size standard mug. This is just slightly bigger, right? Okay. All right, so when Mr. Stuff gets caught up, I have 3 of the cat ones. Identical, brand new, still tags on them. Okay. And then I have the same mug except in dogs. I have 3 of these as well. We can do cats and dogs 2 for $5, or we can do them $3 each for choice. Mr. Stuff, when he gets caught up in chat, that's what we'll do. $3 each or 2 for $5. And you can have either 2 cats, 2 dogs, 3 dogs, 3 cats, whichever. But it is teal colored inside. It says it's a 16-ounce mug. So, alright. So here's the cats. I just thought they were cute.
And they're like brand new.
They are brand new. They're still in the box. I'm just showing one of each. So here's your dogs.
And we have 3 of each of them.
And we got 3 of each. We can do 3 each or 2 for $5. And that's on the mugs. Let's see. Y'all, I went to a yard sale today. Would you like to see what I got? I mean, if y'all got me on another platform, you probably was with me when I went yard selling today. Set those down. Alright.
You're gonna go ahead and sell those?
Yeah, I got 2 of these. It's gonna be for choice. $3 starting bid. Or 2 for $5. So if only one person comes in and they want both, we'll do them both. They're identical. They are from Threshold. They are stoneware, dishwasher safe. Here, I guess I could hold it this way and read it. Dishwasher safe, microwave safe, may get hot, and microwave made in China. So the lady told me, I forget what she said she used them for. I think she said like little trinket dishes. But they're cool. So $3 each.
Craig,
or 2 for $5.
Craig, oh, those are cool.
And I will give you dimensions. They definitely feel ceramic. Let me see if I can find the 2 old guys or my wannabe Stanley.
Right, here's 2 old guys.
Alright, so dimensions on this.
All right, Maritza. Okay, never mind. You're attracted.
Okay, that's fine. So these are 6.
Craig's getting those.
Alright. Looks like 6 inches and 1/8, Craig, but don't get me to lying because those small little lines.
All right, we got you, Maritza. Maritza's going 1 of each on the cat and dog mugs.
Gotcha, Maritza. Thank you. And then give me a second, Mr. Stuff. Let me get some bubble wrap to set these in because Craig's box is right there.
In a minute, I'll get them in shots.
Let me set that down. Obviously, this is not how they're going to be packaged, but for holding.
Set them down there.
Mm-hmm. All right, and the third item is acrylic. No, resin. I've got to sit for a minute, y'all, so just give me a second to move this. Okay. So this is acrylic. It's got leaves in it. It's got flowers. No, not flowers. Butterflies. Either way, we're going to do... I like it.
What are you doing for a price?
$3. $3. So it's clear. There's mushrooms. There's a mushroom there and one over here. And then you got butterflies and gold flakes. And I'm still stumped on the leaf. I can identify it, but it just I can't pronounce it for whatever reason. It's in a lot of your floral stuff. I will get dimensions. So you're looking at 5 inches in diameter.
All right, not a problem, Nana. We'll look at it here in a few. She sent you a message. She said no worries.
Okay, not a problem. So this is 1/4 inch thick. 1/4 inch thick.
It's a really neat piece.
It's a really neat piece. So
Of course, that came from college kids, right?
this came for college
So it's
kids.
probably one they did.
Yeah, this was down from the frat house. Yes, I just said that. No, I won't apologize for it. Just be glad that we don't drive through there when they
There's
be
15 or 20 frat houses. And
No, I'm
15 or
talking
20
the line on Sunset.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it makes the movies.
It's
No, it's
Resin.
it's resin. It's resin and it's lightweight. Like, where to put it? Right there. My best guess is it probably doesn't weigh more than 2 ounces. So, yeah, if it was glass, it would, yeah, it wouldn't be coming at 3. So, all right, let's see. Hey, does anyone have an interest in vintage? And we're talking pushing antique. Yes, I do have one that might actually be in that category. The golden books.
Oh, we do have one that's antique.
More specifically, my first golden books. You know, the small ones.
So are you doing these singly or?
Let's see how much interest there is. I know what I have in all of them. So I know what I have to get out of them.
How much you want to go per book?
Let's see. Let's see what we got in small ones. I think there's 12. So I've got 12 of the small ones. And condition is a real thing in these, y'all. These were not ones that sat on the shelf. And I've got 5 of the big ones, and we know one of them
is antique.
All
right, so I just need a starting bid per book.
Starting bid per book. Let's do $2.
Okay.
No, I ain't lost my mind. I just don't want to hold on to these for a while, y'all. But these have been well loved. These went through a few grandma's houses, right? Type book condition. All right, so this is a first little golden book. Disney Babies. Disney Babies. You're the antique one's in the big.
I know it's in the big.
All right, so this one.
This one's in.
There's no writing at least the first page or the back page. This one doesn't look like it's had much wear. The pages are very crisp still. So this is per book. So if you want to claim, you could do Disney Babies for that one. This one's Bambi. Do y'all remember when Dixie's still a thing?
I don't know, we're not far enough.
There's wins. So 69 cents, and it is actually stamped 69. Is this an 82?
Yep, that's an 82.
Lord have mercy, please don't claim that one. I got this thing. It's fine. I can't hold on to everything. Meet my buddy. Dude, I found the little golden book for my buddy. Like,
yeah.
Wow. All right. My buddy, a real pal. Let's see. This one does have Rachel written in it. It is copyright 1986. Copyright right there. It's somewhere there. It's under publishing.
I wish we'd have bought that My Buddy doll when we had a chance.
Dude, it was first doll my brother ever had. And it's really the Buddy doll, y'all. So there's that one. This one is What Am I? This one definitely has had some use. It's a little loose, but it's all there. This one had someone's name in it. They scribbled it out. So gives you that. All right, this one has been taped. I didn't realize that till now, but hey, we're going to roll with it. 5 little bunnies. It does have Lawrence written in it. This one would probably be a bonus, right? I don't even know the year. I guess I could look the year up on it. 85. So that one's 1985. Busy Timmy. Okay. This one is 82. And it is a Ford over from 1948 and 1976. It's not written in. It's pretty clean. A visit from Grandma and Grandpa. This one's another Winn-Dixie. But most of the tags gone. I can just identify it because I know what Winn-Dixie tags were. This one is 1982. These are killing me, but hey, it's all right. I can't hold on to anything. It's just, something I probably had read to me at some point. This one's a 1950s. Original. This is not original. This is a reproduction. 81. So it's 1981 with a renewal of 78, and its original was 1950. That's I Can Fly.
87. That one's 87.
So this one's 1987. This is Sesame Street. Y'all, how many of y'all seen Sesame Street at least once, right? This is a Jim Henson, 87. No writing that I see. The pages in this one are actually crisp. See how thick? Yeah. So
96, and it's been read like no other.
96?
Yep.
Of course, it's My First Little Mother Goose. Yep, 1996, out of New York. I don't see any writing on it. I do know there's another way to age, or, to check the age of golden books.
That was one of your favorite shows? The one probably before that.
Oh, Sesame Street, yeah. Yes. This is Tiny Toons. So what? Tiny Toons was what, 90s? Maybe 80s, but all right. So here's this one. It was written in. You could still see it. You're not going to see it so much on here, but trust me, I could see the writing under it. This one is a 91. One of the pages has tape on it. So it's taped right here.
Captain Kangaroo. See, that one's a little young for me.
Captain Kangaroo.
I mean, I remember seeing them when I was kids, but it wasn't that huge of a deal.
Dog Goes to Nursery School. This one's written in as well. As far as the name, it's not written on. This is an 82. I would say this is an original 82. You know what? There is a little bit of writing. I see it now. Let me look at the other pages because, kids being kids. I did it with my grandma, but I tell you what, she only had to tell me once. So the only writing is obviously the name. I'm not going to show it. We're on a public platform, y'all. And then someone drew circles. So that's all the small ones. Now the bigger ones.
It's a 72.
This is a 72 Sesame Street, and it survived.
I'm 46.
Yeah, Mr. Stuff's 46, and then I've already given you my birth year. So if you go back to my first solo live on this channel, it'll give you my exact birthday. 77, and this is reproduced since 71. So every time for Muppets Inc., they redid the, so they're not in the greatest condition, but y'all, I mean, being half a century old or more, I think the fact that they have been, this one, it's not an original, it's a reproduction of 1942. It was renewed 1970. So this is the 1970s. The Pokey Little Dog. My grandma had that book. And then I think Mr. Stuff's got the antique one, or the one
I
that's
don't
pushing
see the
antique.
antique.
All right, we've seen one. Did we not pick it up?
Oh no, I picked it up, but I don't know.
All right, give me a minute. Yeah, that one's a reproduction. No, I ain't got any more up there. Maybe I pulled it. So.
Might have, because.
All right, so.
Yeah, I saw your bid. I was just letting her get through them, and then we can find out what one or ones anyone wants.
Sorry, that one's just throwing me because I know I've seen it, and I can't even remember the book now. Well, this is
it was that one.
I thought it was this one too, but
that one's in 1950s.
This is the 1950s. No, there was a 1929 or
Right.
whatever. And I know it was a golden book.
Yeah, because I attracted golden books.
All right, so the only writing I see is where it says grandma up here. This one, you're not going to want the kids to play with because the binding is loosening.
It's falling apart.
It's falling apart. And then here's this one. It's Prayers for My Children. It's got a little where, yeah.
The edge kind of.
The edge is coming undone. The edge is there. It just. Let's see. This one is reproduced 1974. Original 52. So. And it was going for 75 cents. So. And then My Little Golden Books. Book of Cars and Trucks.
Hi, little Kay.
My grandmother did have this book. So this one is inscribed to Brian with an I, not a Y. And it's copywritten 1990 with no renewals. So I would say this is the original for this one. And it says over 50 years, y'all. Right? So we've got.
All right. So Craig's in for 2.
We've got 5 of the big ones.
And which one or ones would you like, Craig?
And then we've got, should be 12. It would be 11 of the small ones because I'm going to throw
in. And then how many
one.
of the big ones?
5 of these.
Okay.
If they were
so it'd
stellar.
be $32 for all of them.
Is he wanting all of them?
He hasn't answered yet.
So it'd be how much?
32 for all.
So if he wants all of them, mark him down for 30 instead of 32. We'll just make it a solid 30.
Okay, did you hear that, Craig?
But if he...
But you can let us know if you just want one or whatever.
If you just want one or two.
You're not being conned into buying a whole lot.
Yeah.
So... Yes, please.
You want all of them? You got
all
it.
Right.
This one is coming to you, but that's just because, Yeah, this one feels like it should be bonus. So you've got, let's see, I'm just making sure. 6. I turned them around.
Gizmo's safe. Gizmo's put up in your box.
Little K, I went ahead and pulled Gizmo and put him in your box for you because I had people asking. And so I told him that he's already yours. You're coming back for him.
Thank you, Craig.
All right, so there is 6, 12.
And then 6 there.
No, there's 12 total of the small ones.
Oh, yeah.
And 5 of the big ones. So 17 in total being charged for all but one. So, but it's all going to be a flat fee of 30. Just make sure you note that for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gizmo is put up. Let's see. Anyone interested in Angels or Coca-Cola? And when I say Coca-Cola, I'm saying some vintage. We're talking, let me give you some dates. Yes, they're marked. So this is a 73 production. That's 92.
Are we doing some vintage Coca-Cola? Are you doing it?
If there's interest in the Coca-Cola, we can show it separately or all together.
Okay, so Nana says, little tip to see if it's a first edition. Look on the very last page, bottom. There should be a letter A. She thinks that's where it's at.
I think
So-
she's right because that's what Erin was saying one day on the, especially the Littles. Hand me one of the books back. I just couldn't remember where to look in the book. All right, so this one's before that. Someone need, yeah.
Says you have to look
See the
real
Bambi-
close near
look.
the binding.
Yeah,
Right there.
let me see that one.
Is that what? Because that's the one that doesn't have a re. Or is that nick in the page? Remember, I'm half blind.
Dude, I think you're trying to make apples into oranges.
Ah,
But Nana has her right on that line. This one doesn't help because it's blank, but we'll get it figured out. But yeah, you're right, Nana. Aaron, I want to say about 2 or 3 months ago, he had some of these, and he was showing how you grade them and all that. So let me make sure I pulled all the Coca-Cola.
I know. I attract to the gold bind books because that's what my grandma had. I mean, bookshelves of those things. So,
All right, we could sell the items separate, or we can put them in a lot for the Coca-Cola. I will tell y'all, let's see. About
you're
1,
good,
2,
Lotte.
3,
I would ask the
4.
same question.
Let's see. I need 4 out of each item. Period for start bid. So that'd be 12. That'd be 16. So if we do a lot, it would be a starting bid of 16. I'll show you the whole thing, and then y'all can tell me. All right, these are coasters. They are dated 1992. It's down here. I'll try to get it to show. Okay, that is 1992. So
What do you
got
want to
that
do
one.
per piece?
Let's do a starting bid. Let's just, as I'm showing them, we'll just run them. And then if someone wants all of it, then we can give a discount.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just how much per piece?
Starting bid, $4.
Okay.
All right. So these coasters, I'm going to guess, are 30 by 30, but I can measure them here in a minute. Do y'all hear Elliot snoring under the door? She literally lays up against the door and falls asleep because we're in here and I won't let her in. So, and she is a red heeler that thinks that she's a lap dog, and she sheds. So, all right. So there's that. You get 4 of them. These are plastic. At least in the 90s, that's what we called it, plastic. And it comes from Ocala, Florida. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. Yeah, it's not coming up that great. Oracle? I don't know. Anyways, $4 starting bid for those. These were with the NASCAR stuff. And oh my goodness.
There was so much NASCAR.
There was so
stuff
much
in there.
stuff. Like I really just
And
needed
the
to do a
prices were
sell
right.
in there.
The prices were right too on it.
No way. You can't even make that up. I should have known to look before I showed it. Well, it ain't cash. But you're going to be able to keep it. This is a start bid of $4. So this is like the size of a pill tin thing, right? But it's Coca-Cola. That's your print. And here's your sewing kit. So pull it out. Oh yeah, look how reflective that
That's
is.
cool.
So you get white, black, orange, and yellow for threads. Y'all, just a second. She's having a nightmare. I gotta go check on her. Hi. Hey, you. Hey, you.
All right, see you later, Jessica. Thanks for coming in.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Yeah.
Dog is so obese that she snorts at everything. You pet her and she snorts.
No, we don't overfeed her. We had her fixed before we moved. So we
And
wouldn't
she
have
just
to
put
get,
on weight.
and she put on the weight, and then we had a rough winter, so she really gained it because we weren't exercising the way we should be. But so that one's $4 as well. And then this one is a printed 1973 copyright, reproduced from the Coca-Cola Company from 1909. So here is your 1973. Let's see. It's on there. I already covered my other device, so I can't see how well it's coming in. But
It's
there's
coming,
her.
It's coming nice.
Let me measure. I hit the tool guys in the drawer again. You know, anyone just working in the background and not paying attention might just misconstrue anything I say when it comes to this life-changing tape. But it's 6 and a hair short of a quarter. So 6 and a hair short of a quarter. So there's that. It does have the sticky residue because Mr. Staff pulled that. $4 for that. And then this is probably like my favorite piece out of the Coca-Cola.
And it's heavy.
Only because it's heavy and it looks chrome. And it says 1990 copyright 1995. The Coca-Cola Company. All rights reserved. Made in, you guessed it, China. So this looks like it is the size of a quarter.
Should be pretty close.
It is 1 1/4. And then for height, 4 inches on the hair, 4 inches.
All right, so Craig's biting at $4.
And so it's $4 for choice. Which one or ones would you like, Craig? So you get choice of that. This, I thought it was a pill container, but it's a sewing kit. You're not showing. Now you're showing. I know, you were trying. You were doing it blinded. So you get 4 of these. That.
The bottle. All right.
The bottle. You got it. Thank you, Craig. You set that in his.
Yep.
If anyone's catching the replay, if you got a question on something that was passed on or whatever, shoot me an email or even drop a comment on the video and I'll get back to you. All right. Does anyone like angels? Does anyone like cornhusk dolls? If you like both, well, then I've got an angel for you. She is still marked, handcrafted by her artist. Sorry, I can't quite read it.
Is there a number on her?
No, there is not a number on her.
312.
She comes from Pigeon Falls, Wisconsin, from the Country Lace. And we're going to do, let's do $4. So here's her corn husk. She's corn husked here. Now this burgundy is a purple burgundy. It's more of a purple than it is a red.
More of a maroon.
Well, it's in the...
At least the angle I had of it looked more maroon.
Well, we're going to call it burgundy. Or in the family of burgundies. Cool thing is you can put her as a tree topper. Let's see what else we can put her as. Do I have any bottles? I should. No, that don't fit. I actually paired up an angel. No, that's not the one. Alright. Well, I'm sure she'll hang out somewhere cool. But she's got like a doily for a dress. Entirely cool. Entirely cool. And then her wings are a heart. So. And I said 4 on her, right?
Yep.
Right. Oh, look, I got some more guy stuff. Well, maybe I'm misgendering here. I'm sorry, when I seen this, I thought guy. So, it says new boat fund. It's not signed. Doesn't really look like it's had a whole lot of use, but...
What do you want to start that at? I know what they sell for in the store, so...
Well, I don't have anything but that, so let's do a $3.
Okay.
Do we have any rooster lovers lurking? I haven't seen her in chat, and they might be on another channel tonight. If I don't see her in chat, I won't bring it because it's something that I was asked to source. I'm just grabbing a few things down so I can put this doll up. This angel up.
Okay, Kathy's going to take the angel.
You got it?
Thank you, Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy. And set that in her.
Yep.
Okay. I was going to pull some. Oh! Hey, now I got some old school. Now, y'all can't ask me what year. Because honestly, it was probably created before I was born. But maybe it'll... Here comes our heavy train, I think. This is a yo-yo. Of course it's a yo-yo. It still has a string. Oh, Lord. Maybe it does. I've seen strings that I didn't mess with it more than that. Left it in its bag. Yeah, there's a wad in there of string. It just don't look like it's all there. So, there's your string. There's your yo-yo. And it's definitely a wood yo-yo. Hey. We get a shake for a minute, y'all.
Yeah, that's no joke, Nana. We actually own a boat, and it's never been on the water. It actually is now sitting in a junk pile, just sitting there rotting away.
Oh, yeah, out there on the farm.
Yep.
Alright, so this yo-yo will do a start bid of $3. It does have character. It's got that little indentation, scratch, whatever. It's wood. There is string in there. I would say you need to restring it. It's cool. I think it would probably spin too, right?
You said $3?
$3 start bid on this. It's had some love, as you can tell. It's got a couple dents in there, but it's cool, right? I cannot source these very often because they usually have them. They usually have these really out there, like you have to pay up for them. So I was hoping all the string
Craig's
was there.
in for $3.
All right. And if there's any other interest, you're going to want to get it in now because Mr. Stuff's going to start calling it down. It's probably got another dent, Craig. Not really. But it's just cool.
At least you're not messing with glass.
No, I tried dropping a box out there in the hallway a minute ago. Well, a few minutes ago. Alright, I'm going to stick this back in its bag. Yeah, that one, I looked at the price and I'm like, no way. And obviously I could have listed it, but our thing is we bring pretty much everything here first and then.
Yeah.
Alright.
We bring it here first and
So,
then.
on the serious, if anyone's interested in the new boat fund, I mean, if you don't have a boat, you could turn it that way. Right? And you could call it whatever.
So I'm going to read you some stuff from chat. I told
Sure.
you, boat people say the happiest day is when they bought their boat and the day they sold their boat.
Sorry.
And then.
Awesome, Craig. I'm glad it's going into your collection.
And then a little bit later, Sue B put in, "True, Nana, I bought a pontoon when I was in my 20s. Didn't realize they let drunks on the water. LOL." Yeah, I
remember that one summer?
Yeah.
The summer where it was the first summer I was back on the jet ski because of my cervical thing going on, and I shut off the jet ski too soon and hit
our pontoon that we were on.
Yeah, hit the pontoon. Yeah, people be crazy out there on the water. It's fun, but
hey, Kraken.
All right, we're gonna go in for this angel. It is Mr. Stuff. I need you to take the tag off of that because I need to show it marked and the markings under it. We have a willow angel. It's not a large one, but it's not the minis. So if you know anything about willow angels, this is the real deal. Welcome in, Kraken. Be like I haven't seen you in a while all weekend, right?
Oh, man.
You have to go check my live out from earlier. Well, no, it probably shows the whole shelf full of NASCAR that I left, but there wasn't any of the bigger ones except for Junior. All right, we are going to do a start bid for her at $5. Oh, here's her marking. It's a sign, willow tree sign for love. And she's in perfect condition. Let me get a measurement on her. Her base is probably the size of a challenge coin. But her height is... And she looks like she's a 2003. I'll have to grab my thing to look here in a minute. Let's see. She is just barely over 5 1/4 tall. 5 1/4 tall.
So Kraken says, "Stephanie, I see you didn't run anyone off the road."
This time, right? All right. Let me see. I need to get her base.
I always had access to jet skis, Craig. One of my best friends, he had a stand-up with the modified prop on it.
So
that thing was a blast.
So from front to back, or back to front, however you do it, is 1 3/4. 1 3/4. So the longest part's right here to here. So
Nana's in for 5. Looking for 6 or more. If anyone's interested, start coming in.
May have to manipulate her wings. I haven't done that right. but she's cool, and they're easily to manipulate. But I seen her price. Oh, I need to see her year. Her year's on here, but I don't think I'll be able to show you her year because it's small. Yes, 2003. Copyright.
Maritza,
Lord.
all the books are gone. Craig got them all.
Oh, when you're done there, Mr. Stuff, screenshot that, and I'll look, Maritza.
We keep our eyes out for those books everywhere we go.
Everywhere we go. And as long as they have them where, I can turn them. The bigger books came from our 30 miles. The smaller ones I sourced from another reseller here on the tube. So, Danana, you got it. I have two more These are sweet. And I can't keep them. I could start them out bigger, but when my cost of goods are low, and I'm surprised I sourced her today for the price I did, because usually it's 3 or 4 times what I paid for her. So I'm just glad I was able to bring her at a good cost today. Let's see. All right, Mr. Steph, backing up for just a second. Someone earlier, I don't remember who, wanted one of each.
It was Maritza, wanted one cat and one dog.
Okay, let's go ahead and put those in her.
I've got a container.
Here, I've got a container. Okay. Dude, we're getting speeds up here.
That's cool. The goal, isn't it?
Yep. I gotta move a few things, y'all. So just bear with me. I got Marty's little corner going on here, even though it's not in a corner right now. I wanted to get it displayed today. So I'm just gonna move it this way. If y'all don't know who I'm talking about, buying space, which is Myrie Lane. She doesn't sell very often, and usually she sells stuff that she sources from others on YouTube. So, all right, let's go with this trinket. Now, this trinket is a.
Have a good night, Craig.
Have a good night, Craig.
Sleep
Thanks
good,
for coming
man.
in, bud.
Thanks.
So this is a Boyd's Bear. I'm going to grab this so I can read it. It is a trinket, and it is marked. It's not just marked here, it's marked there, and it's marked on the inside. So this is going to be a starting bid of $4. It is Boyd's Bears and Friends registered trademark. Berry Blossoms, $4. Mr. Stuff.
I thought about it right as I said it. I'm sorry.
Well, enlighten me.
What, the fact that I interrupted you, so then you had to try to re-brain and figure out, oh wait, where was I? I thought about it just as it all came out of my mouth. Sorry.
Hey, Hippie. Welcome in, girl. All right, so this is a Boyd's Bears and Friends Berry Blossoms trademark. It is a March edition from No, it's this century, not the last. It is 2004. So the year Mr. Steph and I tied the knot. So you got your bear there. You got a paw print there. You got a tag that has a sunflower and it says March with a paw. So you got the sunflower on one side and then a paw and March on another. And then on the inside, it says March birthday. You are magnificent. Merry, mellow. That might say mindful. And most of all, marvelous. So it is a trinket. It's not that big. But it's cool. And all the flowers are intact. I have not felt any of them. So they're all there. I better hold this under here because I've been known to drop stuff. So that is $4. If you're catching the replay and you can't live without it, just hit me up. Hey, do we have any Wizard of Oz people in here? I know. I've been trying for 6 months to get all my collection. Not all of it was sent to me, so I'm still building. This one I sourced here in the Flint Hills. So you get a sunflower. It's a trinket box. This is going to be a starting bid of $8. And if no one comes in on it, it's cool because no one in the Flint Hills can source this stuff. That cheap, just saying. So a lot of it looks like it's wood burnt in. So you got the cowardly lion. You got the straw dude. What was the straw dude's issue? Fire. Fire was an issue for the straw dude.
No, fire was not the...
Yes, it was. Come on. We haven't watched The Wizard. Now y'all know what we're going to be watching, right?
Oh, my
Hey,
Lord.
maybe I should wait because I've got a Tin Man for real somewhere in the mail. Eventually, I know it'll get to me. It was done in 2017.
I just thought it was a cool looking
It
piece.
is a cool
when she showed me
piece,
it.
and yes, I priced it at $8. If I listed it on Marketplace,
Needed a brain.
Yeah. And then the Tin Man was a heart.
Right.
Right?
And the lion was courage.
Yeah. So, you would think being literally in the shadow of the Yellow Brick Road, quite literally, right? That's the furthest out we go for our service is for our private outreach is Pottawatomie County. And so, yeah, I priced that not to sell tonight, but I also priced it because I can...
It is a cool piece.
I can list it on Marketplace for double that. I like it, and I don't want to put it on Marketplace because I know...
Then you have to deal with people.
The tube is easier than dealing with people on Marketplace.
It is.
Whether you're a buyer or a seller on Marketplace. Oh, Mr. Steph, this isn't for sale. It was already for sale. If y'all have me on another platform and you caught me today, you might have caught me when my grandbaby FaceTimed me. Yes, he's a little, but yes, he knows how to push that button, and he calls his Meemaw, on average, twice a day.
Unless mom and dad upset him, and then...
Oh, yeah, and then it's usually multiple calls for Meemaw.
Yeah, it's funny. He gets on. He doesn't really form words that much yet.
All right. So I haven't seen her in here, but she might come back and catch the replay because she actually does watch my replays. She don't just always put them in. But I have a few people that have been asking for buttons. So aside from sourcing buttons from Grandma, We'll see what she's located when I get back down there the end of next month. But this bag here is a $5. That's my cost. And so I only grabbed one. They let you, bag them yourself. But I only got one to give y'all an idea. I can give you a weight on it. This isn't, if someone wants it today, they could have it for $5. But I'm going to just give you an idea about, every bag's going to be different. But if you need buttons, I can source them for $5 a bag. I messed this up.
The witches are listening. Are you?
What? Do I need to mute?
No, I'm reading Crackett's comment.
Okay. You're fine. Go ahead and eat. We actually were ahead of it and ate before we went live. So it is 3.1 ounces. 3.1 ounces. Now I can tell y'all, if y'all have it, forget going to a craft store. Go to Walmart. You cannot get a bag of buttons for $3 to $5. Not that amount. Just saying. But
and these are supposed to be vintage, so.
Well, I can tell you they're vintage. There's an assortment of stuff. That's for another day. That's just so then my crafting people know. I got it. Let's see. No, I don't know cost of goods, so I need to go with something else.
I don't know. I just, was going for it.
Does anyone like petrified wood?
Besides me?
Yeah, I'm talking to the ones. Yeah. I've got 2 pieces, so they'd be sold separately. I'll get weights on them for y'all. Do all of that, but it's going to be a starting bid for choice of $8. Yes, they're a little different. Yes, if you can slice them, some people can because they have the equipment to do it. But they are slightly different in size, obviously. So let's get a weight. So your bigger one,
$8.
$8 start bid for choice. So the biggest one is 8.2 ounces. I'm going to weigh it a different way to make sure. 8.2 ounces. And the smaller one is 6.8 ounces. Let's do it again. 6.8. I always weigh twice because sometimes, it just... There's a reason why I haven't got that one label done yet. So, I can't really give you a color other than they look black. Mr. Steph, can you get me something to wet this? I don't know how well it'll... I don't want to spit on it.
No, I know that. And I'm hunting for where I put them.
Mr. Stuff. How is y'all's weekend going? Hopefully it was good. Mine, I was a bit restless. Alright, so then the next thing will be is I need some... Well, I could do it with my hand.
Dip your fingers, what I figured.
Dude, I got this. Alright, now that I wet it, it's definitely got some browns and some black in there. Just gonna dip it in.
There's a place, if you Google it, it's called Petrified Wood Building. It's in Southeast Colorado. And the whole building is built with petrified wood.
Dry. I'll share it. I'll share it on the community. I've got to do more.
9/10 of the petrified wood on the building came off of my grandparents' property. So.
Yes. Well, that and Bembers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is with the face wet. This is when it's dry. So it just gives you a truer idea of color. They are the same, from the same. Let's see if I can get it. They're from the same. Let's see. None has been to petrified forest. That I've heard those. That's cool.
I want to go one of these days, just because. Yeah.
It is. I actually have some that I brought back from South Central Kansas. That was found on. I'll dip this one in water just to give y'all a better idea. So, and then, so it's just cool. So if you like lacquer dome or something, that's what they would have a shine like that.
Slice them.
Or if you wanted to slice them. I'm thinking, because I've looked at them, I just don't have the equipment to do it. They would be good for someone that is wanting to make like pendants and stuff, jewelry out of them.
You have to have a good saw.
I know a few people that do have those also.
I can't go and just
all right.
Spend $80.
We've got a Boyd's Bear and Friends Investment Collectibles Archive Collection. It's Fitz. Tongue-tied. It's a Fitz dude. So we're just going to call him Fitz for short. And he's going to be a start bid of $6. Let's see what his tag says. He's the Boyd's Collection Ltd. Registered Gettysburg, yes, Pennsylvania 17325. It's the Archive Series 1364. And the copyright is TBC Ltd. Copyright 1990 to 1999.
So he's somewhere in that range.
So he's somewhere around Jess's age, maybe a little older. But he's got his tags on him. Yes, he's a bear. He's a snow bear. But he's cool. So, it doesn't always have to be about Christmas. Sometimes it can be about winter. So, there he is.
It's just kind of one of those deals when you're sourcing and it's like, man, I know I'm going to probably sit on this for a little bit, but he's cool.
Well, let me show you something I am sitting on, y'all. I got this from the Tool Guys, vintage and resale. Yes, the two old guys. Mr. Steph, you want to take that? So that would be these guys. I went on to their eBay store one night. And you can't really see them. They're hiding up there, but there's some black cats. And I made the purchase in the middle of the night instead of emailing Mark and Mike. So they probably didn't realize it until it was packing, right? And yeah, so these are my black cats. They're identical as far as the set. I need to push it back though, because the heavy train does it. So I got this from one of their last auctions, right? And Mark's like, I got used stuff. You know what Mark did? He charged me for the item, but not the shipping. Go figure. So y'all check them out if you don't know who they are. We've learned a lot about glass. We have sold a lot of glass because of them. We have sourced more glass. Matter of fact, my first piece of fitting I ever purchased on the tube was already sold before it was ever shipped to me. And that was for the Tool Guys. So, Let's see. What do y'all want to do? Y'all want to see some stuffies? We got some stuffies. Oh, Mr. Steph, where are these? The large ones.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't grab them.
They're so big.
I know.
You can't miss them. These are small. These are actually small, y'all. I got some. They wouldn't fit in there.
No, I was looking for something else.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Steph's gonna go check those. Go check for them. Anyone like? I think it's Yoshi, and I don't know what you called the girl, but they are from Super Mario. So this one's a 2019. It's pink. This one is 2021, so they're not that old. They're not that old. But we're going to do a starting bid for choice. Let's do starting bid $5 for choice. Okay. I will put it in chat because Mr. Steph's going to get fits. All right. Give me a minute, Maritza. You're in for Maritza, for Fritz. My internet's going and all. It's been cool here, so they haven't done a whole lot of training. Let me make sure. It's hard to tell who to blame. Whether. Oh. Yeah, the giant ones. All right, and then Maritza's in for 6 on him.
Okay.
I told you I had some giant stuff. Yes. So we have a giant one. So I don't know which one I'm prouder of. That guy or this one? I'd say it's this one.
All right. Did you show anything actually?
The Yoshis. I said $5 for choice on the red or the green. Or the pink or the green, sorry. I just hadn't got it in the chat because you came in at the same time as I was getting ready to put it in. And Maritza, we got you for 6.
And how much on the Yoshis?
$5 for choice. I don't want to mess anything up in chat for you, so I'll just wait.
All right. That's for the Yoshis.
All right. $5 for choice. This guy is 2021, right? Yes, 2021. And he came from Florida too. And then this one's 2019. And this one came from Cali. Garden Grove, California. So Florida, California. Okay. We'll set them back over there. Mr. Steph.
Yep.
Are we going to be able to mail this? Is she going to fit in?
Yeah, she'll just end up in that large.
She would be her own box.
Yep.
There's no way I'd be able to fit anything but maybe some rice in her box. All right, let's see.
We didn't even look for a year. She just looked cool.
Dude, I recognized her, but I've never seen one her size for the price I've seen her for today. So I don't see a tag on her.
What do you want to start her?
We're gonna have to start her at $12, even if she only goes for 12. And she's
that may end up being vacuum packed.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I can find.
I'm actually tempted with the amount of clothes that Steph sells when she shows clothes, of getting a vacuum sealer to be able to suck down and.
Yeah,
she's
clean, y'all. Typically, I don't source other than clothing because I can toss it in the wash, right? But these are clean, so I was like, hey, let's go for it. And if anything, I mean, she can hang out and lie. But, I mean, her head's bigger than mine, just saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she would likely fit in the biggest box. I'm only saying that because I have them right here.
No, I don't have any of the
No,
monsters.
you don't have the 17s?
No, they're in there.
Okay, we still have some, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so she's 12. And now him, I can squeeze him into some places, right? Mr. Stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know. Here, let me see it real quick.
So, Odie is going to be a
Right over
start
the
bid
trademark.
of
Come on, people.
$10. To what?
I said, come on, people.
I know. And he's still got his tag on him. Mr. Stuff is taking his sticker off.
Here you go.
My dad, my papa used to watch Garfield with too, but my dad was huge into Garfield. Hey, if any of y'all are listening or catching the replay, the vintage Garfields that stick to the cars, right? You know which one I'm talking about? Do you?
How much?
$10 start bid. That's what I'm looking for. I found one decently like close to me, but I mean he looks like he came off my dad's rig. He's got that much sun bleach, so I'm trying. So Odie has a big booty. Sorry, not sorry. All right, let's see if we can find a year on him. Approved licensed products by Paul's Inc. Still don't see a year. Made in China. I guess we're going to have to look at his tags.
I didn't even look at any of that. He was big. He was cool. He's
Approved
Odie.
licensed products by Paul's Inc. Filling is 100% polyester. He has not shown a year, y'all, and I have not Google Lensed him. But he's cool. And if he stays here, he stays here for a minute. I can deal with that.
I need to find a big Garfield now.
Yeah, now we just need a giant Garfield, so then... Alright, I'm going to set those there. What else in my... was I planning on showing? This is not for sale, but I gotta show y'all some my source today because it doesn't happen very often. My mama was speaking to me, and yes, I got it. So I got a new pot. Let's see. Mother's Day's coming up. These books are a journal of faith and love, mother's memories to her child. So this book is something that a mother would fill out, and you either do it as a keepsake while you're still breathing, or you leave it till them afterwards, right? But it's all about your childhood. This is from the Thomas Kincaid.
What are you doing on these?
Let's do $6 for choice. They're identical. And it's a mother's memories to her children or her child, right? So it gives you some inscription and inspiration. A mother's love, dearest child. the instant I saw you, my life changed. I'm not going to read too much into this, y'all. I'm transitioning into new seasons as a mom of many, and so I just don't need to get caught up in it. So, early memories, favorite recipe of your mother's, what your mother taught you about God, your mother's greatest gift. So, like, if I was inscribing this would be things I would fill in to my child about my mom. It talks about the father, so whoever, it's third person, but I'm going to tell y'all, families aren't what families were even 20 years ago. Our family reunions, what grandma and them say, their family reunion went for almost 100 years.
And
80
then-
something, so multiple generations. We don't get together like we used to, right? I mean, we can connect virtually and all of that, but this type of stuff is lost to time if, you don't have a storyteller in your family and it's not passed down. So, like, there's a place for my favorite prayer.
Hey,
It's just
Patrick
cool.
Murphy.
Hey, Patrick Murphy, y'all, the one, the only Patrick. Y'all check him out. Mr. Steph's gonna drop his channel. He does have an eBay store, and now he's one I do email, and I'm like, hey, and I give him a list of what I'm interested in to make sure he still got it, because on the Bay things can go quickly, but this is one of many things I got from Patrick Murphy, and y'all, if you don't know who he is, you're missing out, especially if you enjoy hearing people speak. Because, he's just got a voice that, yeah, you'll know if you know. And his legs are even that more amazing. So, back to what we're selling. So, what is it? 5 or 10? Not 10. 5 or 6. What is it? $6 for choice. They're both brand new. Patrick, let me show you this. Check this out. I cannot sell this. I've tried all last week. This is a vintage. Still in the box. Well, it's been out of the box, right? But come on. It's got all its paperwork. But the cool thing about this, 2 things. About this Precious Moment statue, other than the fact that it's vintage. Is it's a universal love. But look at her. Look at her hand. I cannot manipulate my hand, but she can. That's the right sign, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got it right. So I've been waiting all week just to do that. I actually didn't realize her hand was like that until I showed her one night, and I'm like, oh wow. And then I thought I had something else that did the hand motion, because my hands don't work that way. But I think that's probably part of that haul that I took the store they could keep. All right, Mr. Steph.
I think we're about
I think
coming
we're
down to the
probably
end.
there, right?
We're at 9 o'clock, so you
Yeah.
got one more giveaway?
We got one more giveaway. Let's do that.
All right, so anyone that's still in here or whatever that hasn't dropped a number, go ahead and drop a number between 1 and 125.
Yes, anyone that's come in that hasn't dropped a number already, if you already have, your number, is good. We broke out that thermal printer, Nana. So guess what? I was having fun just printing. Once we figured out how to do it, right?
Yeah, I told her, I said, well, that's cool. I said, you can take and stick those right on the side of the box. I said, because customized boxes are expensive.
Mm-hmm. So something that'll be added to the outside of all y'all's packages coming to you will be greetings. Mr. Stuff's like, you
Yeah,
realize
it's cool. I mean,
you're going to go through all those shipping labels before, right? And I'm like, yeah, we'll buy more. It was fun. It's so a game changer. There's so much. I mean, it probably won't happen on any packages that are shipping out tomorrow, but definitely the boxes for next week's shipment, I'm going to have enough.
well, I haven't put.
Yes, Hippie did.
Okay. All right. So,
So the number is 97. If there's no one above my number, then and only then do we go with the number below, right?
Jessica was at 97, and she didn't say to give it to anyone. So
I don't even know what we're giving away because I didn't write it down. And since it's for Jessica,
I don't know. We'll write
Jessica
Jessica on there.
Yeah, we'll
deal
figure
with
it
her,
out. We'll figure out some, probably some jewelry, because I've got Jessica.
Okay, so you need to get with Nana because she goes, get your labels for free. So you need to get with Nana.
I'm going to another tab. Give me a minute.
Well, no, not right now. I mean, what I'm saying is you need to get with Nana.
They are. Oh,
she says you can get your labels for free.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting. Hey, I'm good with free. Do a lot of stuff for free.
Yeah. Yeah, I just put Jessica on there because she said she was.
I did, but I'm in another tab, so I actually cannot see chat or live right now. I just know they can still hear me.
From UPS, huh?
You writing this stuff down, Mr. Stuff? Just screenshot it. That's what I do.
Exactly what I'm doing. Okay, thank you, Nana.
Okay. I bet you she sent it to my private one. That's okay. I have to look it up on my other device. I can't look it up on this device. All right, Jessica, if you catch the replay, girl, message me. I'll tell you what I put in your box. I just don't know what yet. But I'm sure it'll be something fabulous. It probably with red on it.
Oh, okay. So we've got to go on and create an account with UPS if we don't have one. And then you create your account and you can go on and you order them and ship for free to your house. Do it all online.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah. Because I don't like dealing with people any more than I have to. I've come to realize that with my job.
Oh, I haven't got a vintage. All right. Yeah, I think we're done for the evening. There was a few things I was going to show, but I didn't see our folks that asked for those particular items come in, so I want to wait, y'all. I usually at least wait the first evening or two, and I'm just probably going to message them pictures because they're probably just going to say put it in my box and, but I don't want to assume. So
you can also get free boxes from USPS.
Now I knew about the boxes.
Plain boxes.
Oh, they're
ones
plain.
I use all the time.
I will message you, Nana.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we gotta have a chit chat.
Yeah, because packaging, it kills you.
She knows. She sends enough out too. Tomorrow is Monday. Yeah, tomorrow's Monday. So we'll probably do close tomorrow, y'all. We'll have an assortment of other things too, but until I know for sure, we'll definitely have some glass. We'll do some ugly. I don't even know why that's on there. That was for something else. I think this is so ugly, it's cute. So, I thought it might even be like a dog toy, but don't have a squeaker. So it's definitely a kid's toy. So, yeah, I will definitely get with you. Yeah, the ones I'm familiar with is the, oh, is it the priority boxes? Remember when the kids were in training, we'd order them, have them sent. But those I think are priority boxes. You know, one time I used UPS, but didn't have a UPS box because they didn't send me one. And so we took a priority box, turned it inside out, and mailed through UPS that way. You remember that? That's a huge no-no. We know that now.
Yeah, we know that now.
The school district's fault. So, all right, y'all. Tomorrow is Monday, which is Offer Up. We're gonna kind of change up our Mondays. Mr. Steph has no idea. I've just been tossing this stuff in my head. But I want to show you. This is one haul locally. So this is a named piece, a marked piece, right? Just give you an idea for tomorrow. There's that. Right. Some of this could be really cool and a lot of, right? It's not broke. It's just bent right there. It's a bead. It goes back. That's not marked, I don't think, but it's cool.
No, that's one I wanted to look at under.
And so, just give you an idea. I should never just put it all in one thing, but that's what I do, and then I have to play to, you know.
I would just wait because.
All right, so there's a lot in there, and there's a couple pieces. Oh yeah, there it is. That's a cool piece. So it just gives you an idea. Oh look, there's a turtle. It's carved. So just to give you some idea, and then what?
Oh,
which one are you looking at?
That ring.
Is it marked?
I can't quite get a good shot yet.
Well, let me see it, please, when you can. Anyways, so we're going to start doing some jewelry lots. Again, I think I'm going to start doing some clothing lots. You know, like maybe 3 for $12, depending on the garments. Yeah, that's a marked piece. Do some jewelry lots. We got to get through our sourcing stuff that we haven't brought to y'all before. Oh, yeah. There's a few other things. Mr. Stuff that needs to go in the sewing.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah,
all right. But yeah, we've got to get through some stuff because the one thing we need to do is we need to relocate into more affordable housing. And I don't want to move all my inventory. I have more inventory than I do my own personal possessions. So yeah, I'll get with you, Nana. I want to save that. Give me a day or two. I gotta get through tomorrow. Sure, I don't overlook anyone's stuff. I gotta put it in bins because not that the package was a huge deal that it had to be to my bonus package that I was sending out last week that obviously fell in between the seats. Yeah.
I wasn't the one that took.
No, you weren't the one. It was Steph. It was Steph's fault. So, let me move some stuff here, and we'll go ahead and close.
It is not marked, but it is heavy. I really want to test it.
We'll test it then. Let me get this over here. Alrighty. Y'all, if you're not connected with each other by now, do yourself a solid and connect with each other. You're going to thank yourself later, especially Nana Tink. And I'm not saying that because she's active in my chat, y'all. I'm being honest. She's as real if she is in my chat or if she's live showing on anyone's channel, including her own. You know, she's down to earth. And she's pretty cool in my opinion. Yeah, but it could be an awful lot of nothing.
It could be.
But it is a pretty. It is a pretty. Bet you turn my finger green again.
It may not.
I don't know. It needs cleaned up. But yeah, you're right. It's a bit heavy. I don't know if that I like the weight on my finger. But we'll wait really quick. And then we'll get the show shut down. I did something to... No. Dude, it's so lightweight. Maybe I don't have the patience. 0.3. 0.3 ounces. So it don't weigh a whole lot.
You can go to grams.
Can I?
Hit mode.
Okay, there it is. Oh, I did it too soon. 8 grams. So it's 8 grams. Anyways, we have plenty of jewelry to show for. I had that was an expensive drop. I'll have to make sure it's calibrated correctly, but I probably just screwed the pooch on that one. Business expense number 1 for the week. Hey y'all, thanks for being here. I appreciate you. And if you're just catching me, got to know me, no, I don't just talk anybody up. If I talk them up, it's because that's how they've been for me. They've been amazing, whether it's through business experience, right, lessons learned, or just, you know, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes that we all make look amazing. Thank you for being here. If I don't catch you the rest of the week, invoices go out Thursday and should go out. We don't have anything, right? At the end of the week? No.
I don't think
No,
so.
I have this week, let's see, it's the 27th. So the 29th, I will be on the mashup sales. I don't remember what time my time slot is. It's, I'll get it figured out. It's the same as the last time, but we're talking time zones. I don't math time zones that easily. Past that, we're here tomorrow, Monday, Opera Buyer Edition. What do we do there? Bring stuff like we always do. The only thing is, if you don't like our price, you can offer your price, right? If you want everything in here, right? Just an example. And I say I would like $6 for one. That piece is more than that. So is that. But you only have, say, $4.99. If you want to pay $4.99, that's it, right? So, and if it's just a no-go, we're good with that. But we're to the point we gotta start letting stuff go. It's got to be at least cost. So.
See you later, Nana.
See you later, Nana. See you around the chat, y'all. Catch you in another chat. And if something happens, drop me an email, y'all. I'm usually pretty good at least responding back in 24. Unless I've got to go fish for it, you know, your email. And then sometimes it could take longer, but communication's key. Y'all have a good night, and we'll catch you on the YouTube highways. Just a second. It's not seamless. No.